Welcome back to the Realist Reviews. Today's movie is focused on 2019's Above Suspicion, which was just released a couple of days ago by Lionsgate. And the synopsis of this movie is: an FBI agent is assigned to a small town in Kentucky where he becomes involved with a local woman, leading to scandal, as this was the first time in history that an FBI agent was ever convicted of murder. And the story itself was really sad. The murder of Susan Daniels was really sad, but the movie, in my opinion, does not give Susan Daniels any type of justice, no type of justice, because of how it is. The movie, it's not that bad, but at the same time, I thought they could have done a lot better with how the final product came out, because this right here, this is a story. It's really important because of what happened, and I would expect for it to be like a better movie, but sadly it wasn't. What I first liked about this movie would probably have to be the castings. I think that Amelia Clark, who played Susan Smith, she did a good job when it came to the movie, as with some of the parts, she did really well. And then with other parts, she did all right. Like some of the scenes that she was in, I was like, huh, okay, like what you doing? Like the way that she acted it in this movie and some of the scenes were just a little bit weird and off. Jack Hudson, who plays the FBI agent Mark Putman, I think he was good. I think he did a good job as well, as he was someone who tried to be perfect, who was like an example of how good someone is. And in this movie, I think that Jack Hudson did a good job. I was really surprised by the performance of Johnny Knoxville, as you may know him from a certain TV show. I'm not going to say the title because I'm not trying to get demonetized, but I was really impressed by Johnny Knoxville's character of Cash. Like, he did really good. And as for all of the other cast members, Sophie Love that played Kathy Putman, Carl Guzman that played Joe Beard, I think that they all did a good job. I would say for the most part, the casting was pretty good and the acting was good in between the decent range. The story itself, how the story was executed and told, was poor. Like, I felt like the movie just dragged on to the point. Like, yeah, they talked about the formations of Susan's and Mark's relationship and how she became like an FBI informant, but the way that it was just executed and everything and just like told, like it was a true story, by the way. Like, it was just poor. Like, it just dragged on to the point. I don't know if the movie was too long or if the movie was just looked at like cheaply made. And this movie was not cheaply made, but it looked like it. As it just looked like something that would just be on like TV, like a TV movie on some sort of network. Like, it just wasn't that good. And the on-screen relationships between Susan and Mark, that was played by Amelia and Jack Hudson, I think that it was good in some parts, but in other parts it was just all right. As I don't know if it was because of the plot, how it was executed and everything, but the on-screen relationship between the two was good in some parts, but bad in some other parts. As I just wanted it, I think the movie should have just focused specifically on the murder investigation, not just how they just met and everything, and just like the downfall of that relationship. Like, yeah, it makes for a good story, but by the end of the day, it didn't work in his favor. As I did look for more information about Susan Smith's murder, and it was more horrible, to say the least. It was more messed up with what happened. And with the aftermath of Mark getting 10 years, well, getting like 15 years in prison for Susan's murder, but serving no more than 10 years of it, and is a released person today. I think it was a real slap in the face because he killed her for many reasons, and he should have gotten a longer sentence, like life, because he killed someone. He took someone's life. And Susan, yeah, she wasn't a perfect person. She wasn't so innocent, but at the same time, she did not deserve to get killed in that kind of way. And with Above Suspicion, like, I wanted to like this movie because of the story, but the story itself, how the story was written, how it was executed, just made it dull. Just made it like disappointing, to say the least. Like, I would say Emilia Clarke's performance, as well as the other castmates, Jack Hudson's, Johnny Knoxville, all the other castmates' performance saved this movie, as they played their characters in a good way. But how I would probably give Above Suspicion out of 5 stars, I would give Above Suspicion 2 stars out of 5. Thank you for watching. This is the end of my review, and until next time, goodbye.